How's it going, everyone? This is K Collections. The time has come to review the most adorable summer servants this year. Seriously, if you haven't seen the Valentine cutscene with Summer Fran, do so like right now. I'll go over her stats, skills, give some CE and team recommendations to see how good of a servant she is. For her stats, attack is towards the lower end when compared to the 4-star Sabers, less than Nero but higher than Dayon. For HP, Fran has the third highest, just a bit lower than Dayon. Fran is quick focus with great NP gains thanks to her high hit counts. With an Art Quick Brave Chain, she can gain about 30% NP. Star Gen is decent as well. Brave Chains involving her quicks can generate about 20 stars. Her NP Quick Brave Chain will give you around 30 to 35 stars. So all her active skills has some form of condition or demerits, but don't let that fool you, the trade-off is totally worth it. Her first skill increases her NP gain significantly at the cost of 10% NP. 10% loss is nothing compared to the potential gains. With an Art Quick Brave Chain, she will charge about 55%. Now, if you crit with her attacks, you can potentially charge 100%, giving Fran amazing NP spam. Best time to activate the skills whenever Fran has her arts and at least one quick for the turn. Fran's second skill needs a requirement of 500 HP, which she will lose. Honestly, that's nothing, but being able to debuff an enemy's attack and remove annoying buffs gives Fran a bit more utility. This skill requires you to know your enemies. If they're known for spamming buffs, save this skill till then, but certain enemies are quite vanilla. If so, use this to lower damage. Her final skill is meant for her NP attack. What's awesome is that there's an attack buff, so her damage still increases with normal attacks. Now, if you time her first skill correctly, and if you're lucky with command cards, you can use her NP again within 3 turns, fully utilizing the skill. If by chance an enemy has evasion or invincibility, you can just remove it. Overall, Fran has great skill synergy. Her first skill is the priority since it allows her to NP spam. Her third skill isn't as effective if you can't use her Noble Phantasm often, which is why you should level it second. Her second skill is most likely meant for buff removal, so save that last. Oh my freaking god, that picture is adorable. Honestly, that was unscripted, but her passive skills are excellent because it increases the majority of her command cards. Her Noble Phantasm is very simple, but can be amazing if RNG is on your side. Basically, it's a single target that can potentially stun the target twice. First stun occurs after her NP attack, the second stun, which affects not only the target but all enemies, and this occurs at the end of their turn. It's kind of like MHX's delayed stun. Now, with only 20% chance of the stun, don't rely on it, or else you'll just die. So her NP should be chained last to increase her stun chance. Now, the bad thing about her stun effect is that it'll throw your NP evasions off. For example, if an enemy has their NP ready, you'll waste your evasion if you stun them. That means you're dead next turn or the turn after if you're lucky. Now, if you're hoping the stun goes through and it doesn't, well, you'll die sooner than expected. So when using Fran's NP, you have to time it correctly. Basically, that's a nice way of saying don't be an idiot and pay attention, something I'm still very guilty of. For CE recommendations, her Quick is the main priority. Wolves of Mibu is great since Quick and Busters are her dominant cards. The 3 or 4 stars she generates will also help her hopefully crit, which in turn charges her NP gauge for spamming. Now, it's okay to dedicate solely on her Quick. Fran uses her NP a lot, so 25% boost goes a long way. Sometime in summer was given out during the Seraph event, so most players will have this. The starting NP will immediately allow you to turn 1 NP depending on your support, or fulfills the 10% requirement for her first skill. Another area of focus, her star absorption. Fran has average star weight, which isn't bad, but using any form of star gathering CE will make her even more solid as a DPS servant. Most importantly, it allows her to spam NP even faster. I'd go with Heated Sands for the crit damage. When equipped, star weight will be around 510, way higher than any riders. These 2 craft essence will be out during the Summer 2 banners. Jailbait will be in the same banner as Fran, while Midsummer will be out on the second one. Basically, these 2 improves what was already mentioned, her NP, crit, or quick. Summer Little specifically increases NP gains, so you know where that's leading. Since Gari isn't out yet, use Quick Support Servant. Wu is known for buffing Quick, making her a great choice. She has identical command cards offering good synergy with Fran. The defense debuff will help with Fran's single target NP. The only issue is that you may need a stronger star generator since Wu herself isn't the greatest in her class. Also, keep in mind both servants have similar star weight. Another solid supporter is Anderson. His constant healing will offset Fran's burn damage demerits while potentially boosting her attack and defense. Thanks to his low star weights, Fran can absorb majority of the stars he creates with his skills. The star gen and crit buff will of course help her as well. The biggest support Anderson offers would be his arts dominant deck. This will give you a lot more arts first card bonus, helping Fran charge her NP a lot faster. You will need a strong star generator, ideally quick focus, so you can perform more quick chains. You have a lot of choices. I like Okita since she is a fellow single target saber. Her defense down from her NP is a nice lead attack where you can then chain Fran's NP as a follow-up. She also has a star absorption skill, so she won't fight with Fran over the stars during that turn. One of Fran's weakness would be her survivability, making Fuma a great ally. He can give her evasion, which has an added bonus of increasing her star gen. Fuma is a solid star generator with 4 quick cards in total, giving you more chances to perform quick chains. He also decreases attack, which can be combined with Fran's debuff. Best part about him is that he decreases debuff resistance of all enemies, giving you a slightly higher chance to stun them with Fran. My final thoughts on Saber Fran. She's an excellent quick focus servant with phenomenal NP gains, making her capable of NP spamming. Star gens are decent to great, it really depends on the command cards used, if she crits or not, and overkill. Regardless, Fran is a solid star generator for her class, but you will need another capable star generator for better consistency. Her chance to inflict stun and her buff removal makes Fran a decent utility servant as well. One of the most impressive thing about her is that her cooldown period is phenomenal. All skills are on a 5-turn cooldown when maxed out, effects typically lasting for 3 turns. Adding her constant NP stun chances, Fran is very consistent and a solid damage dealer. Sadly, not even the adorable Fran can avoid weaknesses. Her most notable weakness would be her survivability. Fran has no way of surviving NP attacks except with her potential stuns, which, let's be honest, it's not reliable. Her self-damaging demerits doesn't help either. Speaking of demerits, they aren't really costly, but repeated use of her skills will hurt Fran long term. Therefore, there's a limit to using her active skills unless you have the right supports. This becomes a problem because the demerits will make Fran somewhat tricky to use. Nothing really devastating though, but a factor you should be aware of. So I mentioned this before, but her stuns will affect your timing for dodging NP attacks, again, making her somewhat tricky to use. Overall though, Saber Fran is a solid quick servant. I know, this isn't the era of quick yet, and the busters are still going strong and are still being prioritized, but I still highly recommend you trying to summon her because she is OP and necessary for all players. I'm just kidding, no, she's not OP, but she's definitely a servant you'll benefit for having.
正解はフランへ歓喜のハグせーのギュー
You know, after seeing this, screw you if you decide to skip her banner. Special thanks to all my patrons for supporting me. If you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon. So which summer servants are you hoping they'll eventually make? Let's hope they make a summer Musashi, cause god damn, I'd go broke for her. Comment down below, I'd like to know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Fate content. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day, good luck, again, screw you if you don't summon for Fran. Till next time.